I guarantee you, you have never seen an account like this. This is the most powerful free-to-play account in the world. Today, I am joined by Overgamingtv, who creates content himself. Overgaming, what is up?
Hey man, it's an honor being here. Thanks for having me. I'm fine. And you?
I'm doing great, man. We're gonna get to show off a little bit of what's on your account. Thank you for putting the account in my hands. A lot of people won't let you log into their account, man. But, you know, really quickly for the people, how long have you been playing Raid?
Man, I've been playing actually for 3 years right now. I started in April 23rd, 2020. It was my first day playing Raid.
Wait, you said April 23rd?
Yeah.
Dude,
April.
that's my birthday.
Really?
Yeah, that's my birthday. Dude, you've had some amazing luck on this account. You have some incredible champions. You have Yumiko. You got Cardiel. You got Necrit. You even got Ethos. You got Harima. You got Baron. Already completed the Ramontu missions. 2 Cardiels here. A Hegemon. A ton of solid champions. Fusion champions. And just, you know, great champions overall. 2 Kaimars here.
Actually, I have 3 Chimers.
What?
I am lucky enough to have 3 Chimers. The third one is in the vault, I think, but I do have 3. And Yumeko. Yumeko and Hegemon was in the same pool. Can you believe this?
Are you kidding me?
I do have a lot of champions in the vault that I can't max them out because I don't have the resources yet. But yeah, my favorite champion, man, a few days ago, if you ask me, it will be Baron, undoubtedly. But now I recently got Harima and I fell in love with her. On the first time I used her, she is just amazing, man. She's just amazing.
Yeah, I agree with you. She's an amazing champion. Anybody would be lucky to have her. Let's take a look at some of the progress you've made on your account. You actually have a max Great Hall, which is difficult to do only because it takes so much time, right? And we know that if you're not going to be spending money, you got to spend some time. You got to put in that time. And you put in the time to get a max Great Hall. How long did it take?
I think it's max now for 6 months. I think something like this. I don't really know.
You've made a lot of progress in the dungeons. You're actually farming all of the hard dungeons, right? Or you're able to. Your account is able to farm all of the hard dungeons. You have some really fast times.
Yeah, I do love farming dungeons and you know, progressing to the most difficult areas of the game. It's something that I really like about the game. Every time Flareon release a new content, I just push for the most difficult part of this content. It's what I like to do, and I like to figure out tunes, etc., comms, and beat it. It's what I love the most about this game.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, a lot of people, you know, they feel like they're never going to be able to push, you know, the hard dungeons. Even stage 25 is difficult for a lot of people because I feel like it's really easy to get burnt out when you're playing Raid because it takes so much time. It takes time to grind the gear. You got to wait on energy. You got to wait on, you know, even getting champions, and you have to be lucky enough. So, you know, you're one of those people who was lucky enough to get some of the key champs that you really need to make that progress. And that's awesome, man. I'm glad to be able to see it.
Sometimes I think that we wait too much for the right champion. I'm gonna give you a screenshot about the comp I used to complete the faction wars, actually, and I'm gonna show you the team I used to finish the Demon's Paw. I wish I had the screenshots for every single faction war because it was amazing. A lot of unorthodox comp. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. Sorry for my English, but I think we need to work with what we have. That's what I think, and understand the mechanics of the game, right?
Exactly. You know, people, they see what's on, you know, on YouTube and what have you. They see what other people are doing and they just want to do those things and get it done. But everybody can make progress. You know, every champion is useful. Every resource is going to be useful, and it's all about how you utilize it. So how long did it take you to get Ramontu?
It was not that fast because of those missions that we need to have the max glyphs. We need to make the glyphs and stuff, but it was not that slow too. I think it was a few months after Ramontu was released. I was already an end game player at that time. actually.
Yeah, it took me a good bit of time just because of like the glyph missions and just finishing Doom Tower and things like that. So
Actually, the Doom Tower, I could complete it pretty soon. It was one of the contents that when it was released, I was in love with this, and I was trying to. If people were like, "Oh, you are maxing rares. Why are you maxing rares?" And I was, I need to do this.
yeah, got to get those secret rooms done, right?
Yeah, I can complete all rotations and all the secret rooms. I have no problems with the Doom Tower.
That's awesome, man. You have 18 million player power. It's actually crazy. It just shows like how many champions you've actually built, right? And how many champions you actually have. A lot of free-to-play people aren't even gonna have like the max storage space for champions.
But there's something about the player power because I don't think it shows the reality. I'm a collector. I do have a copy of every single champion from rares, epic, and legendaries that I have. So I have a lot of champions that is sitting in the vault doing nothing, and it gives me more power.
100%. It doesn't fully indicate everything, but it does say something. As we said, guys, this is 100% free to play. You have a screenshot from Plarium support saying that since its creation, no purchases were made on the account. This is what you can accomplish if you spend the time, because it's going to take time. You have to be patient. You have to be diligent. Yo, Over, thank you so much for joining me today, man. Is there anything else you would like to say? Is there anything that you're working on maybe that you just want to talk about or anything?
Actually, I like to thank you, man, because it was because of you that now I have a proof that I'm 100% free to play. The first one, I want to thank Kempachi too, because the first one that told me that I could have a proof about this was him, but I was trying to contact the support from Plarium and it was unsuccessful. You told me how to do it right, and then finally I do have an answer from them. And people are always, oh, you cannot be a free to play with an account like this, you cannot be a free to play with these champions and stuff. You can call yourself a free to play, and at the same time people are raging like this. A lot of people come to me and say, oh my god, you're a free to play, so I can't read this in my account. I can be there one day, and I'm making your comp for this content and stuff. And so I finally I can tell people I'm 100% free to play. It's not a clickbait, right? It's 100% free to play. And what I can tell people actually is I do put effort in this game. I do all the contents. I use my energy every single day. I go for every single fusion. It's always like this. Actually, I lost a fusion on your birthday. Watching your stream, I fell asleep in front of the computer in your vibes and stuff. But besides that, I go for every single fusion, every single one. And it's amazing. I couldn't say that my account would be that strong if I haven't go for them, right? The fusions are a great part of my account. Fusion that we are having right now, the cow, she is amazing. And a lot of people say something about this, something about that. I think people should start thinking about the mechanics of the champions and see what they have that most champions doesn't, right? Because she has a turn meter boost in her A2 with block, or A3, sorry, with a block debuffs, and it's a 3 turns cooldown, and it's amazing for tuning comps. You can make a lot of tunes with this. I don't know how to tune her yet because she gets turn meter for her passive, for her abilities. I don't know yet, but when I see her kit, I think to myself, oh my god, this is something unique. I can use it someday in any comp. It's like this, and I can't lose this fusion. It's what I think. And a lot of people start, oh my god, they should give me another nuker or something like this, right? But I like to solve the puzzles inside this game, and that's what I like the most about playing it. And that's what I have to say, man. I do really like every single part of this game. Thanks, man, for having me. It's really a great pleasure.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you taking some time out to come on, man. It's an honor to have you for sure. And guys, go ahead and check out Overgaming on YouTube. Check him out on Twitch as well, and make sure you go and show him some love. He's got some great content for sure. You might have already seen it, but make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that follow button. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Over, for coming on. And until next time, be good and be well.